Hey there tech fans, Rick here again with another review, and today I have the Orei HDA-931 audio extractor kit. This product was designed to very easily separate the audio portion from any HDMI media stream and allows you to pass that audio along to a home stereo system or a soundbar for that theater-like experience. The product fully supports 4K ultra high definition media content up to 60 frames a second and is fully CEC compliant. It also provides a good variety of both analog and digital connections, including a 3.5mm left and right analog connection for older stereo systems, a digital optical SP-DIF connection for newer stereo systems, an HDMI audio connection for stereos that can accept that type of input, and finally, an HDMI eARC connection for newer soundbars. Now, as part of this review, I always like to start with an unboxing of a product just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the audio extractor itself and explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it. And then finally, I'll come back and point out a few things that really separate this particular model from others you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you pop open the box, you'll find the audio extractor module. You'll also find a single power supply. It's a 5-volt, 1-amp DC power supply. You'll plug this end into any standard wall outlet. The other end has a micro USB connection on it, which plugs into the back of the audio extractor. And that's all the power you'll need to operate the product. Also included is a conversion cable for the analog connection. That's 3.5mm on this end with 2 RCA ports on this end for connecting to older stereos. Also included is a full instruction manual that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and other details you'll need to understand in order to use the audio extractor properly. So if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the unit, and then I'll come back and point out some things you can keep in mind when you're comparing this to other models on the market. The audio extractor features a high-impact plastic case, which makes it both durable and lightweight. The top surface has a brushed finish to it, which really adds to its high-end look. On the front of the unit, you'll find an HDMI port on the left-hand side. This is an input port that connects to whatever media device you'd like to use with the product. That's a standard HDMI connection. To the right of that are 4 LED indicators. The first 3 are related to a surround sound system, and you have a choice between 2-channel, 5.1, or 7.1, and you can make that selection using a button on the back that I'll show you in a minute. The final indicator is an eARC indicator. The minute you connect this up to a monitor that has eARC functionality or a media device that has eARC capabilities, the unit will register that and light that LED, letting you know it's validated that connection. On the bottom of the unit are 4 rubber feet on the outside corners, and those are designed to keep the unit where you place it down on a surface and also protect that surface from scratching. You'll find 2 mounting slots as well that you can use to mount this unit up off the ground and out of the way. On the rear of the extractor, starting on the left, you'll find the audio selector switch I mentioned a minute ago. Every time you tap that, it'll move from 2-channel to 5.1 to 7.1, then back to 2-channel. To the right of that is a DC input port. You can use the included cable. The micro USB end plugs in here. The other end of that cable has a USB-A connection on it. You can plug that into any standard USB charger or even to an open USB-A port on your monitor or media device. These 4 connections are audio output connections, and you have a choice between analog, left, and right. That's a 3.5mm port right there. You can use the included cable. You'll plug the 3.5mm end in here. The other end terminates in 2 RCA connections you can use to connect to an older amplifier. To the right of that is an optical SP-DIF connection. If your amplifier provides that feature, you can use an SP-DIF cable between here and your amplifier. The third connection over is a standard HDMI audio connection. A lot of amplifiers have an input for HDMI, standard HDMI cable from here to your amplifier. The final connection is an eARC connector that can be used with soundbars or other equipment that supports eARC, and again, an HDMI connection from here to your soundbar. The final connection is an output connection to your TV. So the input's on the front, this is the output, it's a pass-through device, and you'll connect this to the eARC connection on your TV or monitor. And that's pretty much it for the extractor. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few key things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei HDA-931 audio extractor to other models you may be considering. The first thing is, what type of content can it support? This product fully supports 4K ultra high definition media content at 60 frames a second. A lot of other models on the market may only support 1080p content, or if they support 4K, it may only be 30 frames a second. That's very important because remember, you're passing the media stream through this, so if this degrades the quality of your media, you're going to have less than full resolution on your monitor. Another thing to look at is the certifications. The fact that this is CEC compliant means that anything you connect to it will be able to use the CEC standard. So if you're using a remote control to control a lot of different devices in your media setup, you want to make sure that the audio extractor is CEC compliant. Another key difference is this product provides 4 active outputs at the same time, 1 analog and 3 digital, including the left and right analog output that you can use with older stereos, the optical SP-DIF connection for newer stereos, the HDMI digital connection for stereos that have that type of connection, and finally the ER connection over HDMI is the very latest standard for ARC connections, and that makes this fully compliant with almost anything you're going to want to connect it to from an audio perspective. So the interesting thing about this product is that it's plug and play. You can simply connect it up to your media device and your monitor, power it up, it'll pass the video and audio through to the TV set or your widescreen monitor while it's extracting the audio that you can pass along to whatever audio gear you'd like to use. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections you can be up and running in no time. So hopefully you found this helpful, and until next time, stay nerdy.